Yes? Dirkethus should have known better than to... Please, get me out of here. Hmm? Thanks. I'm out. Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
Vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well, though. Jedon and Bressoth were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserved what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would have hurried up. I had half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
And I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
You wouldn't dare. Now shut up and keep on watch. Sue!
Huh?
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you found here. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves with
Nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to bring Harkon to trials, and we will not return without him. Vingalmo and
Yes, of course, Loki. Do not forget who brought you news of the Vigilance discovery.
I never forget who my friends are, or my enemies.
Who sent you here? Is he Like me? Can't you tell just from looking at me? That's complicated. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home. My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you. Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from what... It's on an island near Solitude. Hope it's my family home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on who's around. Let's just say that my mother and father... Don't worry, I'm not in any danger or anything like that. It'll just be more... I'd rather not... I'm sorry, it's not that... Let's get to my home, and I'll have a better sense of where we all stand. Good question. I feel like it was a long time. Who is Skyrim's High King? I don't know that name. You say she's Jarl of Solitude? Who's... Empire? What? Cyrodiil is the... I must have been gone longer than I thought. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened. Yes, it is. And it's mine. It's... complicated. Yes, it is. And it's mine. Nothing can destroy an Elder Scroll. Worry more about protecting your hide and let me worry about my things. Does the air feel... heavy down here? I'm a little woozy, but it might just be from waking up. This feels like the right way. I was starting to worry. It'll be good to get outside and breathe again. I haven't missed the sunlight, but I do miss fresh air. Something's not right here. Be careful. I think we may be in for some trouble. Who's there? So good to breathe again. Even in this weather, it's better than the cave. up there to the north. We used to keep a boat around here to get there and back. Hey, so, before we go in there, I wanted to thank you for getting me this far, but I think... I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you... Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
After all these years, way I hear it, Lady Serrana's been gone a real long time.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serrana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. My lord, everyone! Serrana has returned!
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it!
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course, I'm delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name? I am Harkon. By now, my daughter will have told you what we are. Not just vampires. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. I was about to suggest that very thing. Yes, there is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the... I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach. Yes, the power of my blood will purge that filth and make you whole. I will banish you from this castle. I will spare your life this once, but after that, you are prey. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! The power that I offer. Now, make your choice. So be it. You are prey, like all mortals. I banish you.
Do you need something?
Divines bless you. May the ground... Perhaps we can go another few decades without it. The dagger? You didn't touch it, did you? Well, no. Gods, it's a wonder it's in one piece. This is a dwarven artifact beyond nearly all keening and its counterpart Sunder, used by the tonal architects of the Dwemer to tap into the heart of Lorcan. Keening, one of the great tools of Kagranak himself, is finally in my possession. Now we see whether my theories are correct. I apologize if I have not been clear about my work. I didn't want to discuss it for fear this moment might never come. Everyone knows the dwarves disappeared. No one knows why. This little experiment is a first step in recreating the events of their disappearance in an effort to unravel that mystery. Lacking the heart of a dead god, I'm substituting the crystal you helped craft in its place. I also lack Sunder, the counterpart to the dagger Keening. I am reasonably confident, however, that this will still work. I certainly don't expect it to have quite the same results. I'm no tonal architect, of course. Well, I suppose it's time, isn't it? Let's see what happens. You may want to stand back a step or two. But please, don't leave. You've been instrumental in this process. I'd like you to see the results firsthand. Right then. That didn't really do anything, did it? Perhaps a little harder. I don't understand. This should produce some notable effect. Work, damn you!
you!
Knows how to fight those monsters. He's been preparing for this day for a long time. Now that the dawn
Need something?
the
All right,
vampire's
then.
reign of terror is about to end.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me. Damn. Well, what do you... A woman? Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? And so you delivered her to them. They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll? Right. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. Well, of course, we're just going to... If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I... There are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. We should keep it small. Too many people and I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascinating. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the big... Might need a little... You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a no. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls and... Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to take. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan. Vampires need to be dealt with. Once there was a group dedicated to us. That was a long time ago. But this latest attack proves it's... Isn't it obvious? They're soft. The lot of them. Totally unprepared for any real threat. Too extreme, they called me. Well, that doesn't seem to have worked out in their favor now, has it?
monster in the world. Mind yourself. There's a vicious bear on the loose. You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear for 2 weeks. I'll not let it have any more victims. Ithron, needing someone else's help. I'm afraid he's a few years too late. Besides, he can handle anything alone. He assured me so himself. Damn that. Tell me more about what's going on. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to... Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Ithron expects of me. Watch yourself. This bear is vicious.
Where'd you come from?
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume. Of course. He's been working on his own little fortress. I'll meet you there.
Mud crabs want with my satchel anyway? You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you? Isran? No, you must be mistaken. I find it hard to believe. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current situation. Should have come here. mud... Isran? I find it... Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse... Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different... Well, what are they up to? Well, I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it... But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? Fine. I can't afford to forget about this work, though. Now, where is it I'm supposed to be going? I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. I guess I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard.
Now that the Dawn Guard are back, the vampire's reign of terror is about to end.
All right, Isran. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we? to this one day. I knew. And no one... Only what I... Back in the Second Era, the Jarl of Riften had a son. It wound up turning into a vampire. The Jarl, unable to kill his own son. Their job was to keep the Jarl's son contained. They were eventually forced to put him down. The Jarl banished them from the hold. Fought vampires wherever they found them. I aim to continue that. Serene needs help with her project to improve our... Speak with Gunmar. He has something for you. Watch your back. Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak. Vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. It's about me. And the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I was down there, it all comes back to... I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's... He wasn't always like that, though. There was... a turn. He stumbled onto this... It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I did, but something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong. Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy?
Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows? Maybe it can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've... Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No. And I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. I mean, as much as anyone. You'd figure a couple hundred years locked away with one would have given me some... Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something. I guess so. That's... I guess... we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She... was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was... let's not... but we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourself... well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most... and it all ended with me being lost. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. A cure? Why even think of... I can't think of any reason I'd want to live. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here, and I'm alive. I won't give this up. Do you need something?
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. Be on your guard at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it. Nothing like a goose chase around the whole damned province.
All this knowledge. A moth priest? What in oblivion do you need a moth? Fine, fine, no need to get... The obvious answer is to go to the Imperial City. Sometimes they go out looking for Elder Scrolls. Lucky for you, there's a moth priest in Skyrim right now, doing just that. He stopped in to do some research in the library, then left for Dragonbridge. If you hurry, you might catch him there.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just... this.
I'm hoping to run my own.
Seems a mean-spirited A moth priest? Try asking one of the guards. Farewell.
Guard might get... So that was He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just headed south, across the Dragon Bridge.
I think.
Oh, what happened?
Hello? Who's there? Where'd you come from? Get it now while we can.
What do you need? We rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop. Just headed south across the Dragon Bridge.